The Lake Isle of Innisfree by William Butler Yeats. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin build there, of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. There midnight's all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. I will arise and go now, for always, night and day, I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement grey, I hear it in the deep heart's core. Consider the Grass Growing by Patrick Kavanagh. Consider the grass growing as it grew last year and the year before, cool about the ankles like summer rivers. When we walked on a May evening through the meadows to watch the mare that was going to foal. When all the others were away at Mass by Seamus Heaney. When all the others were away at Mass, I was all hers as we peeled potatoes. They broke the silence, let fall one by one, like solder weeping off the soldering iron. Cold comfort set between us, things to share, gleaming in a bucket of clean water and again let fall. Little pleasant splashes from each other's work would bring us to our senses. So while the parish priest at her bedside went hammer and tongs at the prayers for the dying, and some were responding and some crying, I remembered her head bent towards my head, her breath in mine, our fluent dipping knives, never closer the whole rest of our lives. Lullaby by Frances Ledwidge. Shall I take the rainbow out of the sky, and the moon from the well in the lane, and break them in pieces to coax your eye to slumber a wee while again? Rock goes the cradle, and rock and rock. The mouse has stopped nibbling under the clock, and the crows have gone home to slane. The little lambs came from the hills of brown, with pillows of wool for your fair little head, and the birds from the bushes flew in with down to make you snug in your cradle bed. Rock goes the cradle, and rock and rock. The mouse has stopped nibbling under the clock, and the birds and the lambs have fled. There is wind from the bog, it will blow all night, upsetting the willows and scattering rain. The poor little lambs will be crying with fright for the kind little birds in the hedge of the lane. Rock goes the cradle, and rock and rock. Sleep, little one, sleep, and the wet wind mock, till the crows come home from slaying. Everything is going to be all right by Derek Mann. How should I not be glad to contemplate the clouds clearing beyond the dormer window? and a high tide reflected on the ceiling. There will be dying. There will be dying, but there is no need to go into that. The lines flow from the hand unbidden, and the hidden source is the watchful heart. The sun rises in spite of everything, and the far cities are beautiful and bright. I lie here in a riot of sunlight, watching the day break and the clouds flying. Everything is going to be all right.